Hello students, this is Dr. Shilpa Kapoor, Professor Physics, Department of Basic Sciences, Oriental College of Technology. The topic of the video is Flow of Energy in Ecosystem. Contains Introduction, Flow of Energy in Ecosystem, Trophic Levels, Summary. Introduction. An ecosystem is a community of living organisms in conjunction with the non-living components of their environment interacting as a system. These biotic and abiotic components are regarded as linked together through nutrient cycles and energy flows. The function of ecosystem are related to the flow of energy and cycling of materials through structural components of the ecosystem. The energy flow, also known as caloric flow, refers to the flow of energy through a food chain and is the focus of study in ecological energetics. In an ecosystem, ecologists seek to quantify the relative importance of different component species and feeding relationships. Flow of energy in ecosystem. As we all know that sun is the major source of energy on the earth. The producers, which are the plants or autotroph, absorb the sunlight and make their own food by the help of the process photosynthesis. These producers are consumed by the primary consumers, which are also known as herbivores. They include fish, insect. These primary consumers are consumed by primary carnivores, which are the wolf, frog, fish. And these primary consumers are consumed by secondary carnivores, lion, snake, eagle. And when these primary carnivores and secondary carnivores get died, their dead remains are decomposed by the decomposers. The decomposers include bacteria and fungi. They will decompose the organic matter and transfer the nutrients to the soil, which again taken by the plants to make their own food. In this way, the flow of energy in the ecosystem is performed. The living organisms can use energy in two forms, radiant and fixed energy. The radiant energy is in the form of electromagnetic waves such as light. The fixed energy is the potential chemical energy bound in various organic substances which can be broken down in order to release their energy content. The organisms that can fix radiant energy utilizing inorganic substance to produce organic molecules are called autotrophs. The organisms that cannot obtain energy from abiotic source but depend on the energy-rich organic molecules synthesized by autotrophs are called the heterotrophs. Those which can obtain energy from living organisms are called consumers. Those which obtain energy from dead organisms are called decomposers. Trophic levels. The producers and the consumers in ecosystem can be arranged into several feeding groups, each known as trophic level, that is feeding level. In any ecosystem, producers represent the first trophic level, herbivores represent the second trophic level, primary carnivore represent the third trophic level, and the top carnivore represent the last level. If we take the example of a food chain like grass, grasshopper, frog, snake. So in this, the grass is the first trophic level, which is producer. Grasshopper, which represent the herbivore or second trophic level. Frog represent the primary carnivore, that is the third trophic level. And snake which is the top carnivore, which is the last level. Energy flow scenario. The solar energy is fixed by the phototrophs called the primary producers like green plants. The primary consumers absorb most of the stored energy in the plant through digestion and transform it into the form of energy they need, such as adenosine triphosphate ATP through respiration. A part of the energy received by the primary consumers, herbivores, is converted to body heat, which is radiated away and lost from the system. The loss of the energy through the body heat is far greater in warm-blooded animals, which must eat much more frequently than those that are cold-blooded. The energy loss also occurs in the expulsion of undigested food by excretion. The secondary consumers, carnivores, then consume primary consumers, although omnivores are also consume primary producers. Energy that had been used by the primary consumer for the growth and the storage is thus absorbed into the secondary consumers through the process of digestion. As with the primary consumers, secondary consumers convert this energy into a more suitable form, ATP, during respiration. Again, some energy is lost from the system since the energy which the primary consumer had used for the respiration and regulation of the body temperature cannot be utilized by the secondary consumers. The tertiary consumers, which may or may not be apex predators, then consume the secondary consumers with some energy passed on and some lost, as with the lower levels of the food chain. A final link in the food chain are decomposers, which break down the organic matter of the tertiary consumers and release nutrients into the soil. They also break down plants, herbivores and carnivores that were not eaten by the organisms higher on the food chain, as well as the undigested food that is excreted by the herbivores and the carnivores. The saprotrophic bacteria and fungi are the decomposers and play a vital role in the nitrogen and carbon cycles. The energy is passed on the trophic level to the trophic level, and each time about 90% of the energy is lost, with some being lost as heat into the environment and some being lost as incompletely digested food. Therefore, the primary consumers get 10% of the energy produced by autotrophs, while the secondary consumers get 1% and the tertiary consumers get 0.1%. This means the top consumer of a food chain receives the least energy, as much of the food chain's energy has been lost between the trophic levels. This loss of energy at each level limits a typical food chain to only 4 to 6 links. Summary. The cycle of the energy is based on the flow of energy through different trophic levels in an ecosystem. Our ecosystem is maintained by the cycling energy and the nutrients obtained from the different external sources. At the first trophic level, primary producers use solar energy to produce organic material through photosynthesis. As shown in the figure, the producers use sun's energy to make their own food. The herbivores at the second trophic level use the plant as food, which gives them energy. The carnivores at the next trophic level feed on the herbivores and derive the energy for their growth. So, as shown in the figure, the producer and the consumers. The decomposers, which include bacteria, fungi, worms, and insects, break down the waste and dead organisms and return the nutrients to the soil, which is taken up by the producers. The energy is not recycled during decomposition, but it is released. Thank you.